Minecraft is a game that inspires near endless creativity. While the player base has been actively growing for years, it's been separated into individual groups for as long as I can remember. The community I've been involved in the most is built around various types of PvP, also known as player versus player. There are several game modes and kits practiced by players worldwide, some more popular than others. I'm going to be playing some of the less popular game modes, specifically those from Subtiers. I tier tested all of them a while ago, along with a couple of extras, and now I'm going to be ranking them. Wait, I'm making a tier list out of game modes from a tier list? But maloryna, how do I fairly rank these? We don't. We'll rank these completely arbitrarily, just like testers do when tiering players. That being said, we will need some guidelines, just like they have. First of all, I'm ranking these off of how cohesive the kit is. Many testers will tick off a mental checkbox to see what you're doing good and what you're doing not so good. If there are items in the kit that don't feel well thought out or only serve as a gimmick, I'm dismissing them and taking points away from its ranking. Next up, originality. If a game mode is unoriginal or very similar to another pre-existing game mode on MC tiers, the main tier list, it'll be deducted points. For example, if a kit is near identical but has different armor or a few items are changed, I'll place it lower on the list. And lastly, entertainment. What's the point of playing the game mode if it isn't fun? Tier testers have inherent bias, and there's a good chance two different testers dole out two separate tiers to the same player. They rank things based on their own judgment, which is completely fair, just like how I'll be ranking these subjectively based on how much I enjoy them. Remember, if you disagree with my opinion, make sure to leave an angry comment that I won't reply to. Start off with one of my favorite game modes from Subtiers, Speed, as it's very simple and easy to explain my thoughts.
We'll close it.
Most of the complexity comes from your mechanics alone. All you have is armor, a sword, and speed too. It doesn't need anything else to function and thus is very cohesive. That being said, it's not very original as it's just a standard sword kit with speed added onto it. I'll be playing this in A tier as I really enjoy playing this and it's an inoffensive kit, but its lack of creativity keeps it from being any higher. Next, we have Bow. This is probably one of the most original kits on Subtiers, which could honestly stand on par with other MC tiers game modes. Well, it's extremely simplistic with just armor and a bow. As the name implies, no other kit plays quite the same. While I don't dislike the kit, it's not my favorite, so it's receiving a B for bow. See what I did there? Like because bow starts with a B? With those two simple kits out of the way, and hopefully giving you a better understanding of how I'll be rating these game modes, let's move on to a more complex kit with a lot more items. Take a look at this, as you're probably already familiar with it. Diamond SMP is one of the most positively received game modes on Subtiers, with tons of players requesting it to be added to the actual MC tier site. There isn't a particular item in this kit that doesn't fit, and they all serve their purpose for dynamic gameplay. Despite often being compared to its netherite alternative, I believe this kit to be quite unique. I mean, look at it. Webs, blocks, chorus fruit? None of these are in standard SMP. I'm going to be placing this game mode in D tier. Wait, what? But why? Isn't it a well-made kit? Sure it is. However, let's discuss my final and probably most impactful guideline. Enjoyment. There is not a single kit that I have played that I have hated as much as Diamond SMP. Speaking of terrible kits, when I hit 2,000 subscribers, I'm having you, my viewers, fight me in any kit of your choosing for a video. It can be a standard tier list kit, or it can be some one-of-a-kind amalgamation that you create. Genuinely, it can be anything. Back to the topic, my favorite game mode is Netherite Potion, and Diamond SMP is like the exact opposite. Nethpot has netherite armor, healing potions along with gapples and speed 2. Diamond SMP uses diamond armor, only gapples, and speed 1, as well as blocks, pearls, shields, webs, not to mention drain playstyles being overused. Sorry for rambling, let's move on to Iron Pot. Remember how poorly my tier test went last time? I lied to you. I don't mind speed 1 as much as I made it seem like I do. Sure, I dislike it, but it's still pop PvP. I even got low tier 3 when I retested this time. Anyways, this kit is very unoriginal, and it's quite literally the neglected child of Diamond Pot. They just recolored it and sold it to us for double the money. It's a Valorant skin. The game mode feels solid and all the items are useful and make sense. I mean, it's literally just Diamond Pot from Temu. How could they screw it up? I enjoy playing Iron Pot quite a bit now, which bumps it up and allows it to sit comfortably in B tier. Creeper. This is one of the more creative kits from Subtiers. A lot of people argue that Creeper is unrealistic, but Who actually cares? What are you, 8? The items all have a significant usage and it feels very smooth and addictive to play. It's a game mode like no other. A tier. I could see myself playing this kit for an hour straight and having so many funny moments with it. As long as I don't have to play against Zampaz. Speaking of, look at this tiny, insignificant, and frankly quite smelly guy. He tested me in Manhunt and... You're probably not even listening right now, are you? You know what? That's it.
Paul, you're diving into the Manhunt kit and everything is chaos. Like, what even is that combo? Dripstone, pufferfish, TNT. It's like someone threw a bunch of random stuff into a blender and called it a game. Bet, you could take out half the items and it wouldn't even matter. This kit has no vibe, just straight confusion. Major disappointment, fam. We wanted strategy, not a game of what's in the bag. So yeah, skip this one unless you're into chaotic brain rot. Rent-free in my head but not in a good way.
Manhunt goes straight into F tier. Originality alone isn't going to save it. This is bad PvP.
Guys.
Yeah?
I'm so sorry.
It's pretty self-explanatory. In Minecraft, attempting to sleep in the end or nether will cause the pillar to explode. This property is what the kit centers around. I like bad PvP and find it's quite an original concept. All the items find their fair use, but the core gameplay loop can be pretty repetitive without the elytra. Other than that, there's nothing too spectacular about it. It's a solid all-around game mode which lands it in B tier. Before I lose your attention, let's talk about cart. I will preface that I do not enjoy playing cart PvP. However, I think it's very original and has its own identity similar to that of bow. While there are some items in the kit that aren't as popular, they do have their niche uses such as the crossbow for X-bowing, a strategy where you instantly blow up your minecart and deal the max damage, as opposed to instacarts which don't deal as much. I really like watching minecart PvP montages, but that doesn't change the fact I don't really like to play it. I'll be placing it in C tier for cart. Also, if any of these kits seem the slightest bit interesting to you, don't hesitate to check the Discord link in the description. While I like some kits more than others, all 10 of these game modes have dedicated communities and each are very passionate about their tier lists. Feel free to try them out and find out which you like. Here's a quick compilation of rankings the people in my community Discord put together. They're all vastly different and it's more than okay to enjoy things that other people don't. Mace is probably my favorite kit on Subtiers. Already you can tell it's going to be placed high because I enjoy playing it, even though I'm really bad. I originally didn't like the idea of the elytra, as it encourages air stalling to heal safely, but you can gain height and attack players while they're airborne. Not to mention the very different playstyles you can adopt from ground, which involves breach swapping and melee exchanges, along with shield timings, or aerial, where you use wind charges, pearls, and your 2 maces to fight for height and land crucial devastating hits. It's a completely original kit too, as it's centered around the mace, the most recently added item to the game. It's going straight into S tier. And lastly, we have OGV, better known as OG Vanilla. This was one of the very first kits popularized in the 1.9 community, hence the OG in its name, and I believe its inspiration comes from 1.8 Gapple. The niche strategy of removing an armor piece early to conserve durability, while risking your health, along with the fast-paced speed 2 gameplay as supported by ender pearls and the potential for bow boosting, makes this game mode very engaging, and it's evidence why people still play it to this day. I really enjoy this kit and feel comfortable placing it in the top of A tier. An argument could even be made for me to consider an S tier. That concludes my list, and these are the tiers I received after retesting.
Don't let your kids watch it!
While in the past I retested with the goal of getting better tiers, this time I just tried my best to have fun and improve, though I still had to play Diamond SMP and Manhunt. Some kits I passed with flying colors and had a good time. Other kits made me lose my cool or bored me, as in I needed to take a break. Sorry to Zampaz and Miffin, I was not having a good day. A big shout out to all my tier testers for this video. They do this voluntarily and deserve some recognition. Thank you to Dark Combo for helping me get my tier test complete in time for me to get this video out. And a big thanks to you for watching. Consider subscribing if you'd like to see more of this in the future. Wait, they're adding Mace to MC tiers?